This conference will now be recorded.
So basically, three-step process: define our apps environment with the data reference, so it can be prepared anywhere. Define the make up the app in data number. Actually, right. So if you see, you normally right. If you want to, if you want to create any container, you run some command, right? For Docker run something command. So using that command, we can create only one container at a time. If you want to work with multiple containers, okay, if you want to work with multiple images and multiple containers, then we will go for the Docker Compose. So Docker Compose. So just this thing. Okay, so Compose is a tool for defining and running multi-container Docker applications. Okay, so we can manage. Okay, we can manage so multiple containers and multiple images at the same time. You see, right? So till last day. So okay, if you want to create containers, so we will run the Docker run command. So it will create only one container, right? So if you want to work with multiple containers, then we can go for the Docker Compose. So here we will use the YAML files. So here we will create the YAML files. In YAML files, so I think YAML files knows that YAML files. In Ansible, we will use YAML files. Okay, so in YAML format, so we'll mention the how many containers we need to create, which image we need to take, so all those stuff on that. So very easy. Okay, so don't need to worry. Very easy. So with Compose, so you use a YAML file to continue your application. Then with a single command, you can create and start all services. Your service means containers. Okay, your service means for us container. For Docker, it's service. Okay, from your configuration. Okay. So we can work with the multiple containers at the same time. So easy in Docker Compose. So first here, so we have to Chandra, you are saying something?
So is Docker Compose same as Docker containering or something?
Yeah, same. It's Docker only, but so here instead of commands, we'll use the like YAML files.
Yeah. So is it also called Docker containering?
Yeah. Yes. So this is a part of Docker. It's part of Docker only.
Okay.
So first we have to install the Docker Compose. Let's install this. So this link we can get from the official Docker documentation.
To run the Docker Compose command, you have to install something?
Yeah, we have to install the Docker Compose, that software, that package, Docker Compose.
What exactly is that? Is it a module or something? Or
yeah, you can like it's kind of plugin. Okay, it's kind of plugin.
Okay.
So it's kind of plugin. So we have to install that, so that Docker Compose. So if you want to work with Docker Compose. Okay. So that's the shot.
yeah.
It's kind of some extra plugin. That's it. Okay. So it's a part of Docker only, some extra plugin. So okay, we want to install that. Okay, so this is the command to install the Docker Compose. So this thing I got from the official documentation. Right. So you can see yes, so that okay, YAML files. So it's simple one. So here you can see. So here, right? So using Docker Compose, so we can manage and we can work with the multiple container sets, multiple containers or multiple services. So this is the Docker. This is the default one. Version 3 is the default one for Docker Compose. Services means containers. For us, it is container. For Docker, it is service, right? So it is my first service, second service. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Like how many services you want, so you can create. Here you can see, so service 1, service 2. Service means for us it is container. For Docker it is service. Okay, service 1, whatever some name, some XYZ. So build. So here, right? So here you can take image. You can take image, or you can create this container from your Docker file. So using one normal image, so we can create the container, or using Docker file also. Using Docker file also, we can create the container. Same thing here also. If you want to create Docker file, your container from Docker file, so then build Docker file location, or both are same location, then Docker. Okay. So this is service 1. Okay. Just links. Okay, I'm linking. Okay, so container 1 with container 2. Just okay, it's kind of dependency. So service 2, some ABC image. From this image, it will create this container. I'll show you one more thing. So you can see here, same thing. So container 1 services means for Docker it is service. For us it is container. Okay. Service 1 means your container name, your service name, your container name. Some ABC or XYZ image. From which image you are going to create this container. Okay. Same thing here also, same thing. Means here it will create the one web container and a DB container. So DB container will create from this image. So web container will create from this image. Links means just I'm linking web with the DB. It's a kind of dependency. Okay, just linking means these both can communicate. So these both can communicate if we link.
Ram, did you not say that one image can have only one image, means that is only one container? You cannot have multiple images in the container.
Can you repeat once again?
You remember when we started this Docker, we discussed about this thing. You told that one Docker, like one image, can have only one Docker. Like, how do I say this? So by using one image, you can only create one container. One container cannot have multiple images.
See, at the same time, so using one image, you can get only one. For one container, you can use only one image.
Mm-hmm.
No, can you repeat once again the question? I actually
what I said is, okay, tell me if this is correct or not. One container, a container can have only one image, right? It cannot have multiple images.
No, one image. The same thing your laptop. At the same time, you can insert or you can install only one image, right? Only one OS, right?
Right. So how are you doing two images in this case?
Where?
Here you are saying we are using Tomcat and
yeah, this is one container. This is container 1. This is container 2.
oh,
See,
okay.
in same container, I'm not using. So I'm not using image 2 is equal to something. I'm not using, right? See, this is one container. This is one container.
Okay. Separate containers. Okay.
This is separate container. So for same container, you can't use two images at the same time. Like this, you can't use. Okay. Simple, yeah, simple. Container means only one VM, one EC2, one instance for us, one server for us. Okay. At the same time, one server, you can't insert, you can't upload two images, right? Two OSs, right? It's simple. In your laptop, at the same time, you can't install two OSs like Windows and Linux. Okay, so if you want to switch from Windows to Linux, then you have to format all those stuff and all. The same time you can't install, right? Same thing here also. In the container means one server, right? At the same time, so in the one server you can't load two images. Okay, Sushant?
Yes. Okay.
So here I'm creating the two containers. This is one container, so this is different container. Okay, so here my first container name is the web. So second container name is the DB. So DB containers will create from this image. So web container will create from the this image. So links is just I'm linking a web with a DB. So they will communicate each other. Okay, Chandra, Sushant. Simple. In last class on the right, if you want to create one container, so we are using some command. So docker run -it. So your image name, okay. So image name and some command, right? You will create only one container at the same time. Okay. So this command will create the one container. If you want to work with multiple containers, then go for the compose. So here it will create the only so only one container. Only container. Okay. So in this command. So if you want to work with multiple containers, then go for the compose. Simple topic. Okay, Sushant, Chandra, Charan.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Also, just if you execute this command, this YAML file, so you will come to know. Go wherever you want. So which question you want, so you can go it. Compose. So here you can see, so you can save, okay, you can save your YAML file with Docker -compose.yml. If you want to start, here also same thing, okay. So you see here example. So okay, services means containers. For us, it is containers. For Docker, it is one service. So service one build. If you want to create your container from a Docker file, then use the build, assigning port numbers, values. I'll do the values. If you want to attach any values, you can attach. Okay, so linking. So this container with this container. So this is the second container. Same thing here also. If you want to attach any value, you can attach. So if you want to run
Volume.
okay, so
Ram, what is volume? What is volume means?
30 or tell. What's the value? Chandra? Charan, what's the value?
That one is storage or something?
Yeah, storage. Yesterday we discussed it, values. Sorry, last class we discussed
Okay,
it, values.
volume means you are talking about the size of those things. Okay.
Yeah. The
Okay,
storage
like,
part. Storage part.
Okay.
I think before day before yesterday we discussed it, the values.
Right.
Yeah. So if you want to attach, you can attach that values. So okay, so if you want to run that command, so if you want to start that run, so this is the command docker compose up. So okay, if you want to install, so okay, so here you can see installing compose. Okay, so same link I followed. Okay, docker compose up. You can see. Okay, it's running. Okay, foreground. If you see here, it's running the foreground. So here you can see. Okay, so pulling that. Okay, so that image, pulling that image. So it's okay, so downloaded. Okay, DB, then pulling that web image. So you can see downloaded here. So creating okay, so that service or container DB done. So web done. Okay, attaching to DB. So on here is running the foreground. Just I'm canceling. Just Control C. You can see if you use Control C, right? Control C to stop. To stop anyway. Docker. So PS icon here. So you can see here my DB. So on web. So image Tomcat and MongoDB. So MongoDB, okay. So MongoDB is one of the DB like Oracle SQL. Okay. So any questions here? Any questions?
So the RAM you linked, right? So do you think, I mean, okay, so when you link, you can access that particular DB from that web, right?
Yeah. Ping, not ping. Just yes, both are started. Just started. Docker. Just started. Docker start. So, link with they will communicate. Okay. See now. Docker TLS icon here. Now both are applied. Just type. Just log into anyone. So I will log into that web. Docker. Touch. It's not able to continue. Okay. No, still I'm here only. Docker. Docker execute. So not okay. Most. I'm trying to log into the server that container, but it is not because now right. So this image may be different. Okay, so something. Touch. Yeah, unable to log into the container because so this right. So maybe this OS is different. Okay, so that's the problem. Anyway, I will show you different. Just leave it. I'll try to log into DB. We'll see. It's unable to log in. Just leave it. So here I will use some instead of Tomcat, I will use some CentOS. CentOS. So here I will use some other ways, okay, some normal ways. Here the MongoDB, maybe some privacy issues, some other definitions, okay. So that's why I would like it. So for this one, I will use a different one. Which one we can use? Ubuntu. Ubuntu. Yeah, names you want, you can whatever. So, container one, container two. Okay, so now done, right? Typing, but it's created. Both are stopped, okay. So that's previous, yeah. So created, but both are stopped. So I'm running manually. If you want to start the containers, Docker start or container name. Then Docker start. Log into Docker one, the container one. Container start the container. Started it. If we start also, this is the starting container. Okay, again stop it, okay. Here link means right, okay. So I linked container 1 to container 2 means you can log into container 1 and if you ping container 2, it will ping. I will show you that one. But here that's stopping.
Whatever we're creating through the compose, it's getting exited or something.
No, not exit. No, you want to up always, so maybe these are other command something, other parameter we have to pass. Just leave it, okay. I will show you, okay. So maybe we have to pass in other command, something on that. Build. I will show you that one, okay. So I will show you that one. So, why it's stopping? Command is giving bin bash. I will show you later. Same thing, okay. So here also same thing, PPC. So here you see that one I will show you, okay. If not today, also tomorrow I will show you. So this is different, okay. So different YAML file. If you want to pass any command, so if you want to run any command within that, okay, for that container, so you can use the command instruction. You can here you can see this is different YAML file. Same port numbers. We want to send port numbers. Build means, okay, so we want to create containers from the Docker file. So then give the build on your Docker file location. Same thing. So you can assign your network also. Using networks instruction, you can assign the network also for that particular container. Okay, so all are same. Okay, all are same. So what I will do? Don't know, not sure why it's stopping. So open Docker file and you will see. Sorry,
Can you just comment out the links and then try to see if it is getting up? And run this and see if it is.
Just delete also exited.
Exited.
Mm.
Yeah.
That I will check and I'll let you know. No, okay. If not today, tomorrow also, no problem.
No,
So
no worries. Yeah.
So you can see, yes. So one more thing. So what? Any idea about WordPress? Any idea about WordPress? Chandra? Any idea?
No, I don't have any idea.
This is also one of the application. Okay, so kind of okay. So like kind of this is also one application. WordPress also one application. So you don't want to learn any WordPress, but just WordPress. So it's a free and open source content management system. Okay, so another one of the content management. Okay, so one of the application. Okay. So you don't want to learn anything enough. So just have no wait. So what I will deploy the I will deploy the WordPress. So same creating one container. So image one DB container and attaching one volume. Yeah, I think we have to pass this one.
Yeah.
No, I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
this one. Restart always. So then only it will restart. By okay. If you don't maintain this thing, by default it will stop. Okay. So yeah, I'll show you. Yes. So just you are creating so a DB container. So okay. Some environment, some password, username, some environment variables and all. And one more container. So WordPress. Okay. Depends on I'll tell you. Using this, okay. So I'm creating this container from this image. Assigning this ports, restarting always. Okay. And some environments, some that okay. So host name, username, so all the stuff now. Same thing if you want to attach value, so you can attach the values also. Here you can see depends. So link means okay. So link means right. For example, here right. If you link this one with this one, so okay. So this both can communicate. Okay, this both can communicate. If you log into here and you can ping to the DB. From here you can ping to DB. But I will show you. So depends on means dependency. So dependency. Okay. So if you want to, so here right, because it depends on DB, right? Depends on DB. Okay. If you want to remove this thing, if you want to start or stop or remove this thing, first you have to stop or remove this thing. This dependency depends. See, here I mentioned that depends on the my first container. My first container, right? So here, for example, I want to stop this thing or I want to remove this thing. So before remove this thing, I want to remove this thing. Container one means why? Because I mentioned that depends. Okay, it will depend. It will depend on the my first container. Some dependency. That's it. Okay, simple. Link means the communication. Okay, so we can link with the container one to container two. So if you link, so they both can communicate. They both can communicate. We can ping from 1 to 2. So here depends means dependency. So we can create the dependency for both of between two containers. Okay, Sushant, Chandra, Charan,
Yeah.
just copy this thing. Same file. If you want, you can create the different location. Password, username, author, so those stuff and all. Okay, so here in my case, I don't have the MySQL and the images, so that's why it's pulling. It's pulling. First, it will pull. So here it's on the foreground. We'll see somewhat. Just it's on the foreground. Okay. Just Control C. Killing. If you see Control C, it will kill. Okay. No, it should not run foreground also. Build that one. Starting. It should not run foreground also. Okay. It should run background only. Okay. Anyway, just leave it. I will open a different console. I'm not killing in. Okay. So, but I'm not killing. I'm using different console. So Docker previous session here. So you can see here. Okay, so WordPress on my DB1. Okay, so my WordPress. So this is the port. This is the port. If you want to access your WordPress application, so as usual, so use your public IP, your instance public IP as server name. What's the IP? 8000. So port number 8000. Here just I deployed the WordPress. Okay, so WordPress is one of the content management application. So here you don't want to learn anything. Just I deploy some application, some ABC application. So I'm trying to access that application from outside. How you can access? So with this port number. What is this port number? If you open your compose file. So here I mentioned the port, right? So this is the default port. 80 is my application port. 80 is my application port. Here I am using I'm port forwarding. Means I'm forwarding so this traffic to this port. Okay. So now we can access this application with this port from outside. Okay, like this. My server name or public IP and my port number whatever I forwarded. Just some application. Okay. So something you want, you can create, otherwise just you can ignore also. this is the one application. That's it. Okay. So here I deployed the WordPress application. So using my Docker container, Docker Compose, and assign port 80 and forwarding 802 8000 some whatever you can. So, and here I can access use that port number from outside that container. Okay, Sushant, Charan, Chandra.
Yeah.
Any questions? Any confusions here?
So basically, compose means you are simultaneously creating multiple containers, right? That's pretty much.
Simple. Yeah, that's it. Okay. So you can multiple containers. That's it. Simple. Question, Chandra?
Oh, no.
So link, right? Discussing link, right? Charan, any question, Charan?
No, Ram.
Docker Compose. So I'll tell you that what is it, link. Link means simple. We can link and we can communicate. So okay. So communicate. Documentation also. It's the Docker file. So from Docker file also you can create the okay. So here if you see here, so this is a Docker file. Okay, in Docker other videos was the Docker file. Okay, so this is a Docker file. Okay, so Docker file. So okay, here okay. From Docker file, if you want to create containers, then use the build your Docker file location, or if it's same location, then mention the dot. Okay, so Docker PS. Here, right? I will try to so Docker storage. Docker. What is link? Is there a link something? Start always. Okay, so later I will search and I'll ping you. Okay, so that one, what's the link? What that depends on. Okay, so that documentation I will search and I'll ping you later on. So no problem. So any other questions? So, any other questions? So that's it here. Okay, so that's it. So the Docker combo simple. If you want to work with multiple containers at the same time, so you can go further. So here I given multiple YAML files. If you want, you can practice. Sushant, any questions, Sushant?
No, Ram.
So in the real-time environment, will you be working with this Docker Compose? Like
yeah, we will use if you want to create multiple things on that, if you want to work with multiple containers at the same time, so okay, so
okay.
we will use the because it depends, express dependency between services. Okay, so link to containers in other services and also express the dependency between the same. So okay, you can see if you want to ping it, so okay, if you give link between 1 and 2, so you can from 1 you can ping container 2. Some link, okay, creating the link, so you can see here kind of like okay, you can communicate the so container 2 from container 1 if you use link. Okay. Okay, so same thing. This is very simple thing, like normal files. So okay, we'll use the multiple containers with different images and some instructions, whatever. Okay, so that's it. So that's it, yeah. So Docker Compose. So if you want to more, so okay, just go to the documentation. Just type Docker Compose. It will come the optional documentation. Just go through it. So we have only one class left. So Docker Swarm. We'll see today or tomorrow. What do you see?
Oh, tomorrow, sir, not today.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine then. So okay. We'll see
Ram, tomorrow is my anniversary, so can we skip for tomorrow? We'll go out.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yes. So congratulations to anniversary.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Which one? 10th or 20th anniversary?
No, sir, 7th only.
7th.
10th or 20th.
Okay, fine.
7th
Yeah.
completed.
So, enjoy.
Come back, like before 7, I'll ping you. But if I cannot come back, also I'll ping you. Hopefully, I'm not sure, but yeah.
Okay, no problem. Okay,
Yeah,
take your time.
have some time, sir. Yeah, that should be fine.
Yeah. Enjoy your anniversary. Going out,
Thank you,
man.
yeah, I'll go somewhere. It's been a long time, didn't go out, right? So go out.
But take care about Corona.
Yeah, no,